Hello students, I'm inviting to the session of inventory management. Inventory management is essential for each company to manage inventory effectively so that the excess stock is not stored at the company and at the same time customer demands are met. When the company is maintaining excess inventory, that will affect the profitability of the company. They may lose their opportunity cost of investment. At the same time, they should be very careful in storing the less amount of inventory. When they maintain shortage of inventory, when they face the shortage of inventory, they may lose the customer's order. So what the company should do, they should have strike a balance between excess inventory and shortage of inventory. So what constitutes inventory? Inventory includes raw materials, spare parts, work in progress, finished goods. Work in progress means not yet ready for sale, partly finished, partly not finished. Finished goods means it is ready for sale. So every company should spend time for managing effective inventory management system. It requires a lot of homework on the part of the company to manage effectively. Optimum amount of inventory helps the organization to reduce cost and increase their profitability. Effective inventory management system will optimize the supply chain as well as eliminate shortage of raw materials of stock and blocking of inventory. Inventory management system determines how effectively or efficiently goods are stored. Good inventory management improves the moving load, delivery speed, service quality, and reduce the operation cost. Inventory management includes procurement management, barcode integration, inventory reports, order management. Without proper inventory management, we cannot manage order fulfillment. When we receive order from the customers, we have to fulfill it. Then only next time we'll receive the orders from the customer. So to maintain CRM effectively, we need to fulfill whatever orders we have received. For that, effective inventory management system is important. To generate periodically reports through management system is possible. That is possible only when we maintain a proper inventory management system. Purchasing, that is procurement management, is nothing but your purchasing management system. That is also possible only when you maintain a proper inventory management system. Barcode integration, that can be done only for the company which maintains effective inventory management system. So what are the goals of inventory management system? The important goal is they should be able to track where their inventory is at a given time. That is possible through the recent technology RFID. Next, how much to be ordered in a given time? It means that what would be the ideal size of order or ideal quantity of raw materials to be ordered. That can be determined with the help of EOQ, economic ordering quantity. Economic ordering quantity depends upon holding cost or carrying cost and how much cost will incur. That only they have to consider before making an order. When they make more order, what will happen? The holding cost will be high, but transportation cost is less. They may get the benefit of bulk order discount. But what will happen? Warehousing, they have to maintain this inventory, as well as they may lose the opportunity cost of investment. More money is blocked in the excess inventory. So every firm should be very careful in maintaining the inventory. What are the purposes of inventory? To maintain independence of operation. It means that a firm production operations and flow of material, flow of operations should not get affected due to non-availability of stock. Another important thing is it is very difficult to forecast demand with 100% accuracy due to uncertainty. So the maintenance of our inventory or our inventory management should help or to meet the fluctuations in product demand. Then another important feature is the good inventory system should help flexibility in production scheduling. Whenever the company wants to reschedule any activity, production, in that case, our inventory management system should be very much supportive. So stocks must be available at any time, anywhere. That is the important thing in case of inventory management. Then protection for a variations in raw material delivery time. That is always there is a lead time. The lead time refers to time gap between the ordering the raw material and receiving the raw material. So during that gap, we need to manage our production. In order to manage our production for that particular gap period, we should have a sufficient raw material. That is important thing. Then to gain the advantage of economic purchase order side. This is nothing but economic ordering quantity. The ideal size of order, ideal quantity to be ordered. Next, what constitute inventory cost? Holding cost, that is carrying cost. Cost for storage, that is warehousing, insurance, all these things. Ordering cost, whenever we are making an order, we have to raise purchase requisition, stationery cost, all these things are included. Cost of placing an order, shortage cost, cost of cancelling an order. So all these costs increase your cost of production, increase your overall inventory cost. So every firm should take care of reducing cost of each element. Next, techniques of inventory management. There are different techniques followed by each firm, depends upon their operations. Generally, these are the techniques followed in all the companies. We see one by one. ABC analysis. Always better control. It means that they have divided the raw material into 3 categories. Category A, Category B, Category C. Category A constitute less quantity, but cost is high. Quantity of material will be less, but cost will be high. That effect is very important. More effect that has a more impact on the overall profit of the firm. Category C is more quantity of raw materials are available, but cost is less. It has a least impact on the profitability of the firm. Category B falls in between A and B. Next, just-in-time inventory management system. It is zero inventory. Zero inventory means the company will not maintain any stock. Whenever they require raw material, they will order it and get it They will not maintain any dead stock. The cost of inventory will be less. Just in time cannot be followed in all the organization. It depends upon the type or nature of the organization. In order to implement it, we should have a good supplier relationship management. Whenever we are asking, the supplier or the vendor is ready to supply. Safety stock inventory. Safety stock inventory management is nothing but we are keeping a buffer stock or cushion for meeting the demand. It means that always there is a lead time is there. When we make an order, receiving order, the time gap can be managed with the help of the safety stock. Another important thing is FIFO and LIFO. This is the important two methods followed in pricing of the raw material or cost of inventory, pricing the inventory. In case of FIFO, that is otherwise called first in, first out. Older inventory is sold first. So the important objective is to keep inventory always fresh. They will not stock any old inventory. The price, how they will charge is the price at which the older inventory is received, that particular price will be followed in order to issue this raw material as well as to make a sale. LIFO. LIFO refers to last in, first out. Neither, that is the latest inventory is typically sold first. It helps to prevent inventory from going bad. EOQ, it is otherwise called as economic order quantity. It is followed in all the organization. Best thing is here, ideal quantity. Ideal quantity. How much is the optimum quantity to be ordered at that time? So if the purchases are made in a small quantities, what will happen? Our holding costs are lower, but our purchasing costs will rise. So what the firm should do, always they have to go for a EOQ. They have to identify optimum quantity to be ordered at any given point of time. The optimum quantity to be ordered at any point of depends upon the holding cost and carrying cost. Another important method is batch tracking. It actually helps to trace out the defective items back to their original batch. It is mostly followed in pharmaceutical industry. It is a quality control inventory management technique wherein user can group and monitor set of stock with similar traits. So expiry can be avoided. Defective items combining along with the original batch can be avoided. Cross-docking. This is very important thing in case of logistics industry. It actually helps the firm to unload materials directly into the outbound trucks to create a JIT, that is just-in-time shipping process. There is no storage in between deliveries. Directly it unloads the material to the outbound trucks. In between this, storage cost will be reduced. Next, bulk shipment. So instead of small quantity shipping, they are consolidation of shipment. They are doing it, consolidating the stock and going for bulk shipment. So this helps to avoid the inventory cost. This is one of the best inventory method, cost efficient method of shipping at a time. Next, another important thing is when we are maintaining the stock level, we have to see different inventory level we have to follow. This helps to avoid overstocking as well as understocking. That is minimum level, maximum level, reorder level, danger level, average level. Average level is nothing but the combination of maximum, minimum divided by 2. Danger level means beyond that firm should not go down in maintaining the inventory. Reorder level is the point at which they have to make a order. Minimum level is the level beyond which they should not go. Maximum level means the maximum amount of quantity they can keep. Beyond that, they should not order. So now I will discuss in detail. The function of maximum level is essential to avoid unnecessary blocking of capital. When we keep more amount of raw material, what will happen? Our opportunity cost of capital, obsolescence of material, extra overhead charges, all these things will happen. So what the firm should do, they should not overstock. So the level above which the stock should never reach, it is also known as maximum limit or maximum order. So here the formula is given: reordering level plus reordering quantity minus minimum consumption into minimum reordering period. Minimum level of inventory. It is a level of inventory must be maintained at every time by the organization so that the production will not be disturbed due to shortage of raw material. It is the lowest quantity of particular material should be kept by the firm, below which the firm should not allow stock to fall. That is the important thing firm should ensure. This helps the firm to maintain a continuous production. Reordering level or reordering point. So it is the level of inventory at which the company would place a new order or start a new manufacturing run. It means that actually when the firm make an order, lead time will be there. Lead time, how long it takes to complete a process from beginning to end. It means that when we make an order, at least it will take 2 or 3 days time. Minimum 2 days, maximum any depends upon the condition. So in that case, during that gap, we need to carry out production without any disturbance. For that time, stock must be available. This is the important thing the company should consider. Average stock is just averaging the minimum stock and maximum stock. Danger level. Danger level is slightly below the minimum level. So the purchase manager should be very careful. When it reaches the danger level, he has to make extra efforts to acquire the required raw material. Otherwise, he may not be able to meet the customer demand. So periodical preparation of inventory budget is very important. The preparation of inventory budget depends upon the coordination with production department, purchase department, sales department. Based on these budget only, inventory budget can be prepared. So another important thing is maintaining a perpetual inventory system. It means that continuously keep track of inventory balances. Updates are automatically made when you receive or sell an inventory. So in the ERP, whatever ERP they are following, it will be automatically recorded. Any purchases are made or any returns are made, it is automatically reflected in the accounting system. So they need not go for manual counting. At any time, they can get the balance immediately. That is called as a perpetual inventory system. So this is one of the important technique followed in most of the organization. So it is otherwise called as an automatic inventory system. At any time, easily we can find out what is the quantity and value of stock is available. Another important thing is we have to establish proper purchase procedure, systematic procedure to be followed in raising the purchase requisition as well as inviting quotation from the supplier. Then we have to schedule the quotation, approving the supplier. Approving the supplier depends upon the proper vendor rating that has to be followed. Even they can go for a vendor managed inventory. Then based on that, they have to make a purchase order. Another important technique is inventory turnover ratio. This helps to find out how the inventory is moving in the organization. Inventory turnover ratio, the formula is cost of goods sold divided by average stock. It is one of the indicator to measure how quickly the inventory is moved in the organization, moved for the production. It is the index of efficiency of the material. Higher the ratio, it means that the company is doing well. Shorter will be the duration of inventory at the factory. In the inventory should move fast. Then only when the inventory is rotating more number of time, the profit, the cash in your hand will be high. The profit rate will be high. So the firm should be, it is one of the important indicator through which firm can find out whether their inventory management system is effective or not. So next, small introduction about the RFID. How RFID? See here, these are RFID. RFID, it is otherwise called a radio frequency identification. It is one of the technique or technology used to have a stock control and inventory. It allows business to identify individual products and components and to track them throughout the supply chain from production to point of sale. So through RFID, they can easily track where the material is available. It is not only tracking the material, for everything we can track. So RFID is a technology designed to allow objects, even animals and human beings, to be identified and tracked. So using radio frequency signal, we can easily locate our stocks. Even you would have heard about barcode. Barcode have less security than the RFID because barcode can be more easily reproduced or even forged because it has to be exposed on the outside of the product, so it can be easily damaged. But once RFID tag can be scanned at once, we can easily find out. So it is the one of the important technology used in most of the warehouses in supply chain management firms. It is attached to the items in that shipment also, either to individual boxes or entire pallet. So through this electromagnetic signal, it transmits the information to the central database where a warehouse management easily they can analyze the data. So one of the important thing is, another important thing is the 80-20%, 80/20 rule is often used in parts of inventory management. It means that to identify the 20% of inventory that produces 80% of the profit in any organization. When the firm is able to identify the 20% of the inventory and focus, and they are giving, if they are giving more focus on that particular 20% of the inventory, the inventory management system can be effective. Thank you.